Radio X 103.5 is brought to you by Vintner Motors, CDL Electric, the City of Frontenac, Canar Eye Care, the Vet Bank, Haynes Incorporated, Pet Care and Surgery Center, Wilbert Encounter, Wells Fargo Shane Peak, University Bank, SEK Urgent Care, Commerce Bank, Crossland Construction, Jockton Sporting Goods, Watco Company, Lane Lord Basketball Camp, The Vet Bank, Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing, Lindbergh Pharmacy, Pittsburgh State University, Sias Smile Center, Ryan Insurance, and the Spigarelli Law Firm.
Now let's go live courtside for tonight's pregame show on ESPN 100.7.
Good evening, everybody, from Frontenac High School. I'm Mike Snow, set for this non-league basketball doubleheader tonight as the Louisburg Wildcats in town for some high school basketball. Girls game coming up here just in a couple of minutes. Boys game to follow. The Frontenac girls, winners of 3 straight. They're 3-3 with wins over J.C. Harmon and Coffeyville before Christmas break, and then went on the road Friday night, first game in 2018, and got a double-digit win over Prairie View. They head into this matchup with Louisburg with a little momentum as the Wildcats come to town 3-4, played a very good schedule as expected up there in that Frontier League, just south of the city, playing a lot of really good basketball teams. So they come in, obviously Pittsburgh High able to blow them out back in week 1 of the season, both girls and boys. But this will be a good matchup tonight here for Frontenac, trying to establish some momentum. This is game 1 of 7 straight home games for the Frontenac Raiders. They've got Louisburg tonight, St. Paul on Friday at home, and then the Kansas Army National Guard Classic, and then they're at home with Galena and Independence. So the next 3 weeks give you a good opportunity to get out and watch the Raiders play some home games here in Frontenac. They are introducing the starting lineups. We'll have the national anthem, and we'll be back live here to Frontenac with the opening tip and starting lineups as you're listening to Frontenac Raider basketball right here on on Radio X 103.5. We are back in 2 minutes.
After 3 decades in business, Vintner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Vintner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Vintner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Vintner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilbertandtowner.com.
See their ad names and numbers.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
We're ready for the opening tip of the girls' contest. It'll be Haley Kane set to jump it up against Lauren Harper. The opening tip controlled by Louisburg. They'll take it right to the basket. Layup missed. Rebound tipped around and gathered in by Gassman. Her shot at the basket missed. Rebound out of bounds. Frontenac will have it. It's Maddie Davis, Karma Fields, Skylar Baker, Bria Ginnivan, and Lauren Harper for the Frontenac Raiders as they attack this three-quarter 1-2-2 full court, or three-quarter court trap, I should say, for Louisburg. And there's a loose ball and a tie-up underneath the basket for the Raiders. Alternating possession will stay here. It's Bailey Belcher, Brooklyn Diedrich, Bailey Belcher, Carson Buffington, Carly Gassman, Haley Kane, and Isabel Holtzman. The starting lineup for Louisburg in their road purples, gray letters and numerals. Frontenac in their home whites, black letters and numerals. Ginnivan with it, right baseline, kicks it up top for Karma Fields. It goes into the backcourt, stolen away by Gassman. Her shot in the lane, too strong off the backboard, and an over the back foul that's going to go on Isabel Holtzman. Holtzen, her first, team first. And that's 3 shots missed by Louisburg right at the hoop. That's full court trap. Gave the Raiders some trouble. They get her across to Baker. Baker tries to kick it across the lane, and it's knocked away and stolen by Carson Buffington. Up the floor to Gassman. She's got a baseline right behind the arc against the Raiders zone. Penetrates, shot over Harper, missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Louisburg. It'll go back to Frontenac. So Louisburg 0 for 4 from the floor. Frontenac yet to take their first shot. Forget you can watch us streaming live, ESPN 1007. Subscribe to the ESPN 100.7 Raiders Sports page on YouTube. You'll get notifications when events are posted and going live. As Karma Fields lost it out of bounds off of Louisburg. It'll stay right here with the Raiders. Maddie Davis to play it in, sideline, free throw line extended, gets it in near half court for Baker. 6:50 remaining, first quarter, no score. Baker has it taken away. Stolen by Gassman. She'll push it up the floor. Now pull it out and set it up against the zone. Down in the corner, open 3 ball for Belcher. Rims out. Fields tracks down the long rebound. Watch Louisburg in the JV game. Frontenac won that game by 19. Louisburg attempted a lot of threes in that matchup. Get it inside to Harper, and the first shot for the Raiders is up and in. 2-0 Raiders, and a turnover on the backcourt. And the 2-2-1 full court pressure. Holtzen traveled with it, and we've got a sub into the ball game. Madeline Melton checks in for the first time. 2-0 Raiders. They inbound it. Hit it in the backcourt for Ginnivan. Drives to the foul line and draws a whistle and a foul on Belcher. First on Belcher. Second team foul on the Cats, and Maddie Davis will play it in under the basket for Frontenac. Inbounds it in the corner for Karma Fields. Fields dribbles to the elbow, kicks it across the lane for Ginnivan. Left wing 3 on the way for Maddie Davis, and she knocks it down. So it took the Raiders a couple of trips to get a shot off, and they've hit their first 2 attempts. Gassman through the press, kicks it out. Long 3 on the way, and it is up and good. Instant offense from Melton, who just checked in. 5-3 Raiders, 2 minutes into this one. Pace picking it up a little bit. Baker in the right corner, behind the arc. Dribbles it to the left elbow, into the lane. Left-handed layup too strong. Harper with a rebound. Kicks it out for Fields. Long 2 on the way for Karma. Missed off the side of the rim. Rebound gathered in by Buffington, and she is fouled by Lauren Harper. First on Harper, first on the Raiders. Frontenac leading 5-3. Buffington beats it on the dribble. Nice bounce pass inside to Holtzen. She misses the left-handed layup. Harper clears it. Outlet up the floor to Baker. Baker up the floor, and we'll have it knocked away from behind off of Louisburg. Out of bounds, and we'll stay right here. Raiders inbound it. Have it knocked away and stolen. Gassman to the basket. Left-handed layup, no good, but a whistle and a foul on Bria Ginnivan. First on Bria. Third team foul on the Raiders, and that will put Carly Gassman at the line, shooting 2 for Louisburg. And the first one's up and good. 5-4 Frontenac, 5:19 remaining first quarter. Second one on the way, knocked it down. We're tied at 5. 5:19 to play. Here comes some full court pressure from the Wildcats. Davis beats it, gets it across the timeline, pumps it down in the corner to Baker, into Harper. Nice pass across the lane to Ginnivan. Bria's shot too strong off the glass, and Buffington clears the board for Louisburg. Up the floor to Melton. Left wing for Gassman. Skips it near side for Buffington. She'll try a guarded 3 and swish it. Louisburg, after missing their first 4 shots, are heating up here. And they have rattled off 8 straight to take the 8-5 lead. They get it inside. The Raiders do to Harper, and she's fouled on the shot attempt by Melton. Missed the shot. And Harper will head to the line to shoot 2. Lauren with 2 points in the game. And she misses her first free throw. 8-5 Louisburg, 4:40 to play in the first quarter. They're on an 8-0 run after Frontenac scored the first 5 of the game. Second one for Harper, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Louisburg. Haley Kane with it. She'll bring it all the way up the floor. Kick it out, open 3 ball, right corner, no good, and it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. First shot for Gassman from 3, and she missed it. Raiders inbounded against the pressure. Get it up the floor to Maddie Davis. Her long pass intended for Bria Ginnivan is deflected out of bounds off of Elise Moore, who just checked in. Raiders inbound it from the sideline. Midway point of this first quarter, they trail 8-5. Davis to the hoop, tries to kick it out for Baker, and it's deflected away and stolen. Melton up the floor, nice pass in transition, and the left-handed layup by Holtzen is up and good. Isabel Holtzen with 4 points now. Her first field goal, she had a couple of free throws. And another pass deflected by Louisburg out of bounds. 10-0 run by the Wildcats. They lead 10-5. A little under halfway through this first quarter. Right side for Baker. Lobs it over the top for Harper, and it's intercepted. Buffington had it, then it's taken away from her. Right back to Harper, over to Davis. Left block, and her shot's blocked, but a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get that one on Carly Gassman, her first. Team 4th, or excuse me. Well, he signals 5 with the foul, which is Gassman, as Maddie Davis hits her first free throw. She's got 4. Bailey Rooms checks in for her first action tonight. Second one on the way for Maddie. Got it. Davis hits them both. She's got 5. Louisburg lead is down to 3. Gassman through the lane. Wraparound pass across the lane. No good. As Moore missed it. Rebound out of bounds, and we'll stay right here with Louisburg. And Gassman to play it in the corner. Plays it in, gets it back. Baseline left, up top. Long 3 ball. Top of the key, no good. Rim down there for Melton. Frontenac with the rebound. Maddie Davis will push it up. Down in the corner for Rooms. Up top for Davis. Maddie lost it, got it back. We'll dribble it across the lane. Dump it over to Fields. Karma to the basket. Baseline shot too strong. Rebound by Ginnivan. No good, but a whistle and a foul that's going to go on Louisburg. This one, and Madeline Melton. Second on Melton, 5th team foul on Louisburg, and Ginnivan will shoot 2. First one up, no good. Haley Kane will check back in. Second one for Ginnivan, got it. First point for Bria, 10-8. Frontenac answered a 10-0 run from Louisburg. They've scored 3 straight after scoring the first 5 of the game. Then Louisburg answered with a 10-0 run. Now Frontenac with a couple of free throws. Made it a one-possession game as Louisburg turns it over on the travel. Fields and Davis playing catch up the floor. Fields brings it across the timeline, and the pass is deflected out of bounds by Moore. This Louisburg team, long and athletic, and they press you from end to end after made baskets. Inbounded to Rooms. Down on the baseline for Davis. In the backcourt for Fields. Karma drives it to the basket and has it poked off of her foot out of bounds. Good defense there by Moore to create the turnover for Louisburg. 2:41 to play, first quarter, 10-8. Louisburg with the lead. As Gaspin will bring it up against the half-court 1-2-2 trap of the Raiders. Goes across the timeline, passes out of a double team, gets it to Buffington. Buffington skips it left wing for a long 3-ball, rims out. Moore with a rebound. Her follow is partially blocked. Rebound out of bounds and saved right back to Bailey Rooms. Ahead to Davis. Maddie will push it across the timeline. Tries to kick it right wing for Karma Fields. It's knocked away and stolen by Belcher. Belcher to the hole, missed the layup. Moore with a rebound. And she is fouled by Maddie Davis. Oh no. Well, they call that on Bailey Rooms. So that's on Rooms instead of Davis. First on Bailey. Third team foul on the Raiders. And Frontenac trailing 10-8. Goes zone against the inbounds play. Buffington got it, missed the shot, swings it up top for Belcher. Left wing for Buffington. She'll load up a 3, and it rattles in. Cassie Buffington with her second 3 of the ball game. Carson Buffington, that is. She's got 6, 13-8 Louisburg, 1:47 to play, first quarter. Davis inbounds it to Fields. Karma to Davis, back to Karma. Get it up the floor at the foul line for Harper. Kicks it out for Ginnivan. Bria's shot missed. Gaspin with a rebound. Up the floor to Belcher, running the floor on the break. Layup good. 15-8 Louisburg. 1:25 remaining first quarter, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Louisburg leading 15-8 over the Frontenac Raiders. We will step aside for a 1-minute timeout. 1 minute. We'll make it a 30-second timeout. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
At Louisburg Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Louisburg Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Louisburg Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Louisburg Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School. Raiders ball out of the timeout. After 5 straight by Louisburg to stretch it to a 7-point lead. 1:18 remaining. Davis gets open for a 3. She's hit one. Second one bounced around and falls. Good game for Maddie. She's got 8 already. Keeping the Raiders in it as they trail 15-11. And a reach-in foul at the other end on Bailey Rooms, her second, team 4th. And Belcher will play it in. Puts it in the Gaspin against the 1-2-2 zone of the Raiders. Get it inside to Buffington. Turnaround jumper missed. Harper with a rebound and a whistle and a foul on Louisburg. It's going to go on Buffington. Her first, team 6th. And Skylar Baker checks back in for the Raiders. Taylor Peterson normally in the starting lineup, on the bench. Has not played yet. Long pass stolen away by Gaspin, and she lays it in. Carly Gaspin with 2. Louisburg by 6. 17-11, 45 seconds remaining first quarter. The Raiders get it inside on the block to Harper, and Lauren lays it in. 4 for Harper, the lead for Louisburg down to 4, 35 seconds to play first quarter. Skips it near side for Buffington. Drives baseline, shot over Harper, missed. Rebound tipped around, out for Belcher. Her jumper on the left elbow too strong. Another rebound by Louisburg. Moore has it, and she's fouled. Louisburg gets it in. Into Moore, and she lays it in. Elise Moore with her first 2. Louisburg by 6, 19-13, 7 seconds remaining first quarter. Baker to Harper at the foul line. Harper to Ginnivan over to Fields. No good at the end of the first quarter. And Louisburg takes a 6-point lead at the end of one. 19-13 Louisburg. They lead Frontenac. We are back here to Frontenac High School after this 1-minute timeout. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949. Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear, built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
Oh, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, start of the second quarter, 19-13. Louisburg with the lead. They got the ball to start the second quarter, missed the shot, rebound by Baker. Raiders back up the floor. Fields gets it inside to Sellers. Shot missed, rebound pulled down by Buffington. Now it's got a rampant pace developing here in this game. Gaspin with it. Right wing up top for Buffington. 3, followed her own shot, got the rebound and missed it again. And Gaspin pulls it down. Up top for Melton, long 3 for the lefty, missed. Another rebound by Gaspin, and then she lost it out of bounds. Back to the Raiders. Up the floor in the Fields, and Carmen drives it in and lays it up and in for her first 2, 19-15. Frontenac trails by 4. Buffington through the zone, shot missed, gets her own rebound, steps on the inline, out of bounds. It'll go back to the Frontenac Raiders. Belcher checks back in to replace Buffington. 6:55 remaining here, first half. Davis set to play it in. And he gets it into Fields. Over to Davis. Long pass ahead to Ginnivan. It's over her head and out of bounds. Frontenac will cough it up. Back to Louisburg. 6:47 to play first half, 19-15. Louisburg is Taylor Peterson will make her first appearance here with 6:47 to play second quarter. 19-15 Louisburg, and they've got the 4-point lead in the basketball. Bring it up the floor, get it left wing for Belcher. Her long 3 is up and good. Bailey Belcher with 5. The lead's back up to 7. Peterson up the floor. Gets it across the timeline, hands it off for Maddie Davis. Davis drives it to the basket. And it's tripped, no foul called, and loses it out of bounds. Back to Louisburg. Holtzen will walk it up the floor. Right wing to Gassman, gets it inside for Belcher. Belcher loses it. It's a tie-up in the lane. Alternating possession will go to Frontenac. Davis inbounds it. Gets it up the floor to Peterson. Taylor crosses over into the lane, gets it to Baker. Baker tries to save it back to Peterson, and it's out of bounds off of Louisburg, and will stay right here with the Raiders. 6-minute mark of the first half. 22-15, Louisburg by 7. Davis gets it in on the block for Peterson. Peterson back to Maddie. Now it's loose on the deck and a tie-up. Alternating possession will go back to Louisburg as Elise Moore and Carson Buffington check back in for the Wildcats.
Back in the Raiders, Bailey Rue.
Gassman with it, right wing against the Frontenac zone. Louisburg by 7, 5:45 to play. Gassman in the lane, shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on the Raiders. That's going to go on Taylor Peterson, her first. Team 6th. Carly Gassman will shoot 2. Got 2 points in the game. First free throw up and no good. Second one bounced around, hit the backboard, rolled around the rim and up and good. So she gets 1 of 2, 3 points for Gassman. Louisburg has their largest lead of the night at 23-15, 8-point deficit for the Raiders. Baker up the floor, had it poked away from behind, stolen by Buffington. Buffington coast to coast with it, count the bucket, and she's fouled by Taylor Peterson. Well, second on Taylor, team 7th, and Buffington at the line for a 3-point play. 8 for Buffington.
Back in for the Raiders, Madison Davis and Bria Ginnivan.
As Maddie Davis and Bria Ginnivan check back in for the Raiders. 25-15, Frontenac down by 10, 5:30 to play, first half. Buffington's free throw bounced around, no good. Sailors with the rebound, up the floor to Davis. Davis ahead to Fields. Fields down in the corner behind the arc. Now dribbles it back to the right wing. Gets it on the baseline for Davis. It's knocked away and stolen. Linked to the floor, pass to Belcher. She's fouled and the basket's good. I got Bria Ginnivan with her second. Team 8th, and Bailey Belcher has an opportunity at an and 1. Second here in about 20 seconds of game time for the Raiders. Reagan Hipfel checks in. A freshman seeing her first action here in this varsity matchup. Free throw for Belcher, rattled in. No, they wave it off. Lane violation. 27-15, Louisburg leading by 12. They've opened up here on an 8-2 run, in this second quarter. Right side for Reagan Hipfel. As it's taken away by Buffington. Now it's loose on the deck, and traveling going to go on Louisburg. It'll go back to Frontenac with 5 minutes to play here in this first half. Davis inbounds it in the corner for Fields. Goes on the right wing, gets a ball screen from Rooms. Over to Davis, inside for Sellers. Pass too hot for her to handle, now to bounce back to Louisburg. Frontenac needs to settle down a little bit. Holdson will bring it up against the zone. Left wing for Belcher. Belcher, nice pass across the lane to Moore, and Moore lays it in. Elise Moore with 4 off the bench. The lead is 14, 29-15, 4:25 to play first half. Davis beats the press, dumps it out for Fields. Free throw line for Sellers. Throws it to the right elbow, dumps it off for Reagan Hippel. Left wing for Davis. And Maddie tries to kick it out for Fields. Now it's loose over to Hippel, inside to Sellers, and their turnaround jumper's up and good. First 2 for Caitlin Sellers. 29-17, there's a deflection and a steal. Fields with it, up the floor to Rooms. Nice bounce pass to Davis. Maddie missed it, rebound loose, and it's tracked down by Gassman. Up the floor to Belcher. Belcher, layup, knocks it down off the glass. Belcher with 9, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:43 to play, first half, 31-17. Louisburg leads. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
7242.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
3:43 to play, first half. Frontenac down by 14. Maddie Davis inbound it against the full court press. Louisburg's really giving the Raiders some trouble. Gaspin with the deflection and a steal. Louisburg with the steal on the inbound, out of the timeout. Moore with it, top the key. Tries to kick it over to Gaspin. It's knocked away and stolen by Maddie Davis. Davis to the hoop, shot missed, but she's fouled. That'll go on Carly Gaspin, her second. 8th team foul on the Wildcats. And that will put Maddie Davis at the line shooting 2. Maddie with 8 points in the game, 2 of 2 at the foul line. First one up for Maddie, and it's good. Full court press really giving Frontenac a lot of trouble. Jaden Meyer checks in for her first action tonight. 31-18, Frontenac trails by 13. 3:26 to play as Davis knocks them both down. Probably want to get this down to single digits before half, still plenty of time. 31-19, Raiders down 12. Gassman right wing over to Buffington. Long 3-ball by Holtzen. No good, rebound pulled down by Davis. Up the floor to Jaden Meyer. Meyer in the lane, pass deflected right to Bailey Rooms. Out top for Davis, Maddie for 3, got it! 5 straight from Maddie Davis, cuts it to a 9-point Louisburg lead. Just under 3 minutes remaining, first half, 31-22. Raiders trail by 9. Gassman drives baseline, cut off by Sellers, and we've got a timeout. Coach Lowry for Louisburg calls timeout. 31-22, Louisburg by 9. We are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency wrecker service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio Wax 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac's cut it down to 9. Louisburg's basketball out of the timeout. Inbounds pass for Haley Kane. She lays it in off the glass, her first 2 of the game. 33-22. Raiders trail by 11, and they turn it over. On the full court pressures, travel whistled on Bailey Rooms. Louisburg with the basketball, leading by 11, 2:40 to play in this first half. Gassman tries to get it inside, stolen away by Maddie Davis. Davis up the floor, picks up her dribble, hands it off for Meyer, left wing for Rooms. Bailey will try a 3, missed. Rebound pulled down by Louisburg, and it's stolen away by Rooms. Back up the floor to Davis, Maddie to the hoop, layup good. Maddie Davis having a good game. She's got 15 points already, including the last 7 for the Raiders. Cut it to a single-digit deficit once again, 33-24 Louisburg, 2 minutes remaining first half. Gassman to the basket, has it taken away by Rooms. Rooms up the floor to Meyer. Meyer in the lane, kicks it out for Fields. Back to Meyer on the baseline. Over to Sellers. Right wing 3 on the way for Karma Fields. Missed. Sellers had the rebound. Taken away by Buffington. Buffington up the floor to Gassman, and she lays it in. Gassman with 5, 3 in the quarter. Louisburg leads 35-24, 90 seconds to play first half. Davis trapped across the timeline, gets it over to Meyer on the right wing. In the backcourt for Davis, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Carson Buffington. Her second. 8th team foul on the Cats. As Bailey Rooms comes out of the game, shaken up a bit.
In the game now for Louisburg, number 30, Michaela Quinn, also for the Raiders.
Michaela Quinn in for Louisburg. There's a free throw for Meyer, rims out. Off of Frontenac, it'll go back to Louisburg as Reagan Hipfel checks back in to replace Bailey Rooms. 1:21 remaining, first half, 35-24, Louisburg by 11. They have the basketball. Right side for Quinn. Quinn inside to Belcher. Belcher triple teamed and has it taken away by Sellers. Over to Davis. Patty up the floor, across the timeline against the man-to-man press, all the way to the basket, splits a double team, missed the layup, and the rebound pulled down by Moore. Moore up the floor to Belcher. Belcher with a nice catch in traffic, kicks it back to Moore. Moore lost it on the dribble, and then a reach-in foul going to go on. He whistled on Meyer, first on Jaden. And that'll put Haley Kane at the line. She'll shoot 1-1, excuse me, as that's the 9th team foul this half on the Raiders. 47.9 remaining. First one up, and no good. Maddie Davis pulls down the board. She'll push it up right to left. Head to Reagan Hipfel. Back to Davis. Maddie will load up another 3. This one's short. Meyer with a rebound. Jaden's follow-us up and good. First 2 for Jaden. 35-26. Frontenac trailing by 9. 25 seconds to play first half. Belcher left wing and traveled with it. And Frontenac can hold it for the final shot of this first half with 22.1 remaining. Trailed by as many as 15. They've got it down to 9 with the basketball. Inbound it to Hipfel. Reagan with it across the timeline. Gets it over to Davis. 15 seconds. Right wing for Jaden Meyer with 10. Back to Davis on the block. Wide open. Missed the shot. Hipfel had the rebound for a moment. Kicks it out for Meyer, and she's fouled. And that will put Reagan at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 with 2.8 remaining in the first half. As they whistled that one on Moore. First on Moore, 9th team foul on the Wildcats. First one for Hipfel, no good. Davis had the rebound for a moment. Louisburg will get it, and that'll bring us to halftime. 35-26, Louisburg by 9. Come back, take a look at the first half numbers. After this 3-minute timeout, this is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons, open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice is a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here at halftime, 35-26. Louisburg girls lead the Frontenac Raiders. Frontenac scored the first 5 of the game. That was answered by a 10-0 run by Louisburg. And Frontenac cut it 10-8, closest as they got it down in that towards the end of the first quarter. It was 19-13 at the end of one. And then Louisburg came out on a 10-2 run to open up that second quarter. Frontenac through some good free throw shooting, a couple of threes by Maddie Davis, got it back down to single digits. And you take away about 3 minutes in that first quarter where Frontenac struggled with the press, and about 2.5 minutes in that second quarter. Well, this would be a tie ball game, so Frontenac with some adjustments, mainly that pressure, had a hard time getting across the timeline against that full court man-to-man. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. I apologize, I am struggling today. About to lose my voice, it feels like. Frontenac led by Maddie Davis with 15 points in that first half. They got 4 from Lauren Harper, and then 2 from Fields, 2 from Meyer, and 2 from Caitlin Sellers, and 1 free throw from Brianna Ginnivan. For Louisburg, they have played 8 girls, 7 have scored, led by Bailey Belcher with 9, 8 from Carson Buffington. Gassman added 5, 4 from Holtzen, 4 from Moore off the bench. Melton with a 3-pointer, and 2 points from Haley Kane. So both teams in the locker room making some adjustments for the second half. And I would imagine Coach Harper talking to her team about slowing things down and making good passes. They've done a good job. Majority of their turnovers on that full court press is came once they get across the timeline, drive it into the lane, then have it deflected away and stolen, which leads to a transition bucket at the other end for Louisburg. So at times Frontenac a little bit out of control against that full court press of Louisburg, but as I mentioned, they were down by as many as 15 on a couple of different occasions and did a great job to battle back and cut it to a 9-point deficit as both teams in the locker room making some adjustments. 35-26, Louisburg over Frontenac. We'll have the boys game coming up about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Should be a good one. Both teams coming in 1-6. Both teams have played a pretty good non-conference schedule up to this point in the season. Louisburg making their way out of the locker room. Frontenac girls on their way out as well. We'll take our final 3-minute timeout of halftime. Come back with the start of the second half. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Find Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert and Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert and Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilbertandtowner.com.
See their ad names and numbers.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, vision, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
35-26, Louisburg by 9. Frontenac will have the basketball to start this second half. Peterson, Davis, Fields, Harper, and Ginnivan will start things out here for Coach Harper in the second half. Buffington, Gassman, Holdson, Haley Kane for Louisburg. And Bailey Belcher will get the start as they will open up in Frontenac in that half-court zone. Fields down in the corner, skips it across for Peterson, left wing for Davis. Back to Taylor in the baseline left behind the arc. Get it in the high post for Harper. Harper's able to tip it back to Maddie Davis. Up top for Ginnivan. And it's deflected out of bounds by Buffington, and it'll stay right here with Frontenac with 7:35 to play. In this third quarter, 35-26. Louisburg by 9. Left wing for Ginnivan. Skips it right side for Davis. Up top for Taylor Peterson. Dribbles down to the right wing. Up top for Ginnivan. Ginnivan, nice pass inside on the backdoor cut to Peterson. Taylor can't connect on the layup. Rebound pulled down by Buffington. She'll push it up right to left. Down in the corner for Belcher. Get it inside to Holtzen. Her leaner missed. And the rebound's pulled down by Davis. Both teams missed open layups to start this second half. We're a minute in. Score still the same as it was at halftime. Louisburg by 9, 35-26. Ginnivan right side for Peterson. Down on the baseline for Fields. Open 10-footer for Carmen. She knocked it down. See if that can get her going offensively. 4 for Karma. 35-28. Raiders down 7. Closest they've been in a while. Gassman with it left wing. Skips it right side for Buffington. She'll load up a long 3. Rims out. Ginnivan pulls down the rebound. Up the floor to Davis. Now he'll bring it up the left side of the floor. Now the top of the key, into the lane, kicks it out for Ginnivan. Bria to the basket, kicks it out for Fields. 15-footer on the way, and Karma knocks it down. Back-to-back jumpers by Karma Fields, 35-30. Louisburg by 5. The Raiders have scored the first 4 out of the break. Gassman skips it left wing for Holtzen. Right side for Buffington. She just tried one from there and missed it, misses another one. Harper pulls down the rebound, and she's fouled by Carly Gassman, who's going to pick up her 3rd, team first.
Foul call against Carly Gassman.
And Frontenac will have it. Can make it a 1-possession lead with any type of bucket here. Just a few moments ago, we were down by as many as 15. They get it into Harper. Harper baseline for Bria Ginnivan, and she's fouled by Bailey Belcher. Second on Belcher, second team foul on the Cats. Madeline Melton will check in. Melton, freshman, played a little bit in that first half. Had 3 points. Raiders will inbound it on their baseline. Get it right side for Fields. Karma, left wing for Ginnivan. Down to Peterson. Taylor will try a 3. bounced around, no good. And Buffington clears the board for Louisburg. Up the floor, and she is fouled in the backcourt by Taylor Peterson. Taylor just picked up her third.
That foul was against Taylor Peterson. Back in the game for the Raiders, Skylar Baker.
Skylar Baker replaces Taylor Peterson, who just picked up her third foul. Buffington in the corner for Belcher. Her three is blocked by Ginnivan. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Holton will play it in. Gets it in top of the key for Melton. Left wing for Buffington. Long two on the way. Had her toe on the line. Rebound fought for. And tipped out of bounds by Maddie Davis. It'll stay right here. Raiders having a hard time grabbing a rebound. Inbounded on the block for Buffington. Her shot blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay right here. They inbound it to Holtzen. Over to Buffington. She'll drive through the lane, pull up for a shot at the basket, and she's fouled by Bria Ginnivan.
That foul called against Bria Ginnivan.
Her third. Team second, and that'll put Carson Buffington at the line shooting two for Louisburg. Buffington 0 for 1 at the foul line, 8 points in the game. And she knocks her first free throw down here in the second half. She's got 9. The lead stretched back out to 6. Second one is good. Buffington hit them both. She's in double figures with 10. The lead's back to 7, 37-30. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Fields has her pocket pick. Belcher with it. Up the lane, nice pass across the lane to Belcher, and her shot is swatted out of there by Reagan Hitful. It'll stay here with Louisburg with 4:57 to play, third quarter. Inbounded to Melton. Down to Holtzen. She'll drive baseline. Shot over Harper is up and good. Isabel Holtzen with 6. Lead back to 9. 39-30. Fields brings it across the timeline against the half-court press. Up top for Davis. Davis trying to get it inside to Harper. It's deflected away and stolen. Melton with it. Up the floor to Holtzen. She can't handle the pass. It'll go out of bounds back to Frontenac. Jaden Meyer will check in and replace Reagan Hitful. 4:29 to play, third quarter. 39-30. Frontenac has cut it to 5. After trailing by 9 at halftime, and Louisburg has stretched it back to 9. Fields trying to get it down low. It's knocked away and stolen. Buffington up the floor to Holtzen. It's loose. Maddie Davis on the floor battling for it. It's got to be traveling on somebody. They're going to call timeout. Timeout Louisburg before the traveling violation. And he'll burn his timeout before the turnover. 4:14 remaining in this third quarter. 39-30 Frontenac. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. After this, 39-30 Louisburg. This is Raider basketball.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Louisburg basketball out of the timeout. They get it inside to Buffington. Her shot missed at the basket. Rebound pulled down by Harper. Up the floor, the other end. Baker for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Belcher. She'll race it up the floor. Nice pass across the lane to Holtzen, and Holtzen lays it in. 4 straight by Holtzen. She's got 8. The lead back to 11 at 41-30. 3:40 to play in this third quarter. Frontenac gets it inside to Jaden Meyer, and she lays it in. That's 4 for Jaden. Back to a 9-point Louisburg lead. 3:30 to play, third quarter. 41-32 Louisburg. The backcourt from Buffington. Holtzen, the freshman, will try another 3. This one comes up short. Gets her own rebound. Kicks it across the lane to Belcher. Her long 2, in and out, no good. And Baker clears the rebound for Frontenac. Up the floor to Fields. Carmel will bring it across the timeline over to Jaden Meyer. Meyer to the basket. Left-hand layup is good. 4 straight for Meyer. She's got 6 in the game. It's down to a 7-point lead. Just under 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. Melton up top for Buffington. She'll try a 3. Miss. Belcher with a rebound. Her follow in and out, no good. And Davis clears the board for Frontenac. Up the floor to Fields. Karma tracks it down in the corner. Hands it off up top for Jaden Meyer. Left wing for Baker. Top of the key for Fields. Karma will try a 3. No good. Buffington clears the board. And traveled with it in the backcourt. We'll turn it over back to Frontenac as Bailey Rooms will check back in. It's Gassman and Elise Moore check back in for Louisburg. So Bailey was shaken up right before half, and good to see her back out on the floor here for Frontenac as Louisburg picking them up in the man-to-man. Meyer trying to get it into Harper. It's knocked away and stolen by Moore. Moore to the hoop, missed the layup, but a whistle and a foul on Harper. Second on Lauren. Third on Lauren, third team foul on Frontenac. And that'll put Elise Moore at the line shooting 2. Moore with 4 points. This will be her first 2 attempts from the free throw line. First one up, no good. Caitlin Sellers will check in and replace Lauren Harper. Second one for Elise Moore. Bounced around, no good. Sellers tied up on the rebound with Buffington, and it'll stay right here with Louisburg. 41-34. Louisburg by 7, and they'll inbound it on the baseline under their own basket. Get into Belcher, back to Gassman, open 3, got it. Gassman with 8. Stretches it back to a 10-point lead, 44-34. Frontenac beats the press as it's knocked out of bounds off of Elise Moore, and will stay right here with Frontenac. 2:06 to play. Frontenac down 10 here in the third quarter. Jaden Meyer set to play it in underneath the basket for Frontenac. Gets it in right wing for Fields. Carmen dribbles it between the circles against the man-to-man. Right wing for Baker. Skyler to the right elbow, lobs it into Sellers. Caitlin's jumper is up and good. 4 for Sellers. 44-36. Louisburg by 8. Frontenac hanging around here. See if they can make a run and get back in it. Melton, long 3. The right side, missed it. Belcher with a rebound. Her follow is good. Bailey Belcher with 11. The lead back to 10 with 90 seconds to play, third quarter. And Fields is fouled on the reach by Buffington. Third on Buffington, third team foul on Louisburg. Holtzen and Kane check back in. And Quinn will return for Louisburg as well. Frontenac's got the possession arrow in favor. They've got 1:27 here in the third quarter, trailing by 10. Fields gets it in, gets it right back, drives baseline, trying to kick it across the lane to Jaden Meyer, and it's off of Louisburg, out of bounds, and we'll stay right here with Frontenac. Meyer inbounds it to Fields. Karma to the hoop. The runner too strong. Moore had the rebound, lost it, got it back. Kicks it up the floor to Holtzen. Holtzen crosses over into the lane. The jumper too strong. Rebound pulled down by Bailey Rooms. Up the floor to Karma Fields. Fields to Sellers. Caitlin in the lane. Pull up jumper missed. Meyer had the rebound and she lost it. Elise Moore with it. She'll push it up from right to left. Lobs it inside. And the layup is good by Haley Kane. Kane with 4. Louisburg stretched it back to a 12-point lead. 43 seconds remaining. Fields over to Baker, left wing. Down to Rooms. The foul going to go on Louisburg. Elise Moore picked up that foul. And Bailey Rooms will inbound it. Gets it into Baker, and Baker throws it away. Stolen by Holtzen. 30 seconds. Third quarter. Louisburg with the ball in a 12-point lead. Holtzen coast to coast lays it in. 10 points for Holtzen. 50-36. Frontenac down 14. Rooms trapped in the corner in the backcourt for Baker. Schuyler for a long 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Gassman. She'll bring it up the floor. Missed the layup. Rebound tipped around for Rooms. 5 seconds. Bailey across the timeline. And we'll float it up. At the buzzer, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Louisburg stretched their 9-point halftime lead out to a 14-point end of the third quarter lead. As we head to the fourth quarter, 50-36 Louisburg. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville. Serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School. We head to the start of the fourth quarter. Frontenac with the basketball. It's Davis, Fields, Peterson, Harper, and Ginnivan trailing Louisburg 50-36. Frontenac's going to need to take care of the basketball and make some shots here in this fourth quarter. Peterson will try a long 3. No good. Davis with the rebound. Nice move by Maddie. Can't get it to go, but Harper's there for the putback. Lauren Harper with 6. 50-38. Frontenac trails by 12. 7:30 to play in this fourth quarter. There's a deflection and a steal by Davis. Maddie into the front court, over to Ginnivan. Down on the baseline for Fields. Karma for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Belcher. Belcher coast to coast, shot missed. Rebound by Holtzener, follow blocked right into Buffington's hand. She missed it, got it back and lays it in. Too many shots at the rack there. It's Buffington now with 12 points. The lead back to 14 with 7 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Davis, left wing for Peterson. And Taylor traveled. And turn it over back to Louisburg. Haley Kane checks back in. Get it in to Buffington in the high post. Her shot missed. Harper with a rebound. Trying to outlet out. It's deflected right into the hands of Holtzen. Holtzen, little up and under move, missed it. Harper with another rebound, lost it again. Loose on the deck. And a tie-up under the basket. And the alternating possession will stay right here with Louisburg. 6:24 to play, fourth quarter. 52-38. Louisburg, they get it into Buffington. 10-footer missed. Rebound pulled down by Holtzen, and she's fouled on the follow by Bria Ginnivan. And Isabel Holtzen will head to the line to shoot two. Fourth on Ginnivan, 14 foul on the Raiders, and Holtzen will be at the line shooting two. First one up, no good. Second one missed. Ginnivan with a rebound, and then she's tied up by Buffington. And the alternating possession will go back to Frontenac. Martha Harper will call a timeout for the Raiders. We'll take it with them. 6:15, 6:17 remaining fourth quarter. Louisburg by 14. We're back to Frontenac in 30 seconds. This is Raider basketball.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac out of the timeout with a basketball. They get it up the floor. Bria Ginnivan connects on a long 2. 3 points for Ginnivan. And then Louisburg turns it over. So Frontenac down 12. Frontenac, nice pass over the top of the zone from Karma Fields to Taylor Peterson, and Taylor lays it in, her first 2. 52-42, Frontenac down 10 again. They've scored 4 straight. Pack it in that zone. Buffington with it on the right wing. Over to Gassman. Get it in on the block for Kane. Her left-handed shot over Harper, no good, and then Lauren is fouled on the rebound. So it will go back to the Frontenac Raiders with 5:22 to play. A bucket here can make it a single-digit deficit. Once again, Fields will bring it across the timeline. Swing it right wing for Peterson, down on the baseline for Maddie Davis. Davis dribbles it up top of the key, gets a ball screen, then has it taken away, got it back, and then lost out of bounds off of Louisburg. And it'll stay right here.
For the Wildcats, number 20, Madeline Nelson.
Get it into Peterson, long 2 on the baseline, comes up short. The rebound pulled down by Holtzen, and she's fouled by Lauren Harper. Fourth on Harper, so Ginnivan with 4, Harper with 4. And Louisburg will have the basketball, up 10. Holtzen drives to the basket, shot missed, and Ginnivan clears the board for the Raiders to Peterson. Peterson has it stolen away by Belcher. Belcher races it up the floor, and a blocking foul whistled at the other end on Taylor Peterson.
Foul whistle against Taylor Peterson.
Free throw missed, or inbounds pass knocked away, I should say. Stolen by Harper. Up the floor to Maddie Davis. Right side for Peterson. 52-42. Raiders down 10. Nice take by Taylor. Shot too strong. On a nice move, Melton clears the board. Lost it. Tips it to herself. Gets it back to Belcher. 10-foot jumper on the baseline. No good. Kane with a rebound, and she's fouled on the follow by Lauren Harper, and that'll do it for Lauren Harper. She fouls out. Lauren fouls out with 6 points in the game. As Caitlin Sellers checks in for her.
On the line for the Wildcats, number 10, Haley Kane with 2 shots.
First one for Kane, in and out, no good.
In the game now for Louisburg, Carly Fessman.
Second one for Kane, missed everything, and Frontenac will have the basketball. Still 4:05 to play. Down 52-42, and if they can put a little run together, can get right back in it. Still plenty of time. Davis to play it in, gets it into Peterson. Taylor in the backcourt. To the foul line, her runner is up and good. Nice move there by Taylor. She's got 4. All of those here in the fourth quarter, and it's down to an 8-point Louisburg lead once again. 3:45 to play, 52-44 Louisburg. Get it over to Gaspin, drives in the lane, shot over Sellers, is up and good. Carly Gaspin in double figures with 10, the lead back to 10. Davis up the floor. Across the timeline, lobs it into Sellers. Sellers' basket is good, and Caitlin Sellers is fouled. 6 for Sellers. And she will head to the line for the and one.
For Louisburg on Haley Kane. Sellers on the line for the Raiders. She'll have 1 shot.
Free throw for Sellers is up and good. Good game for Caitlin off the bench. She's got 7. The lead is down to 7, 54-47. Raiders need to stop. Buffington to the basket. Nice bounce pass underneath, and Kane waves it in. Haley Kane has 10. 6 of those here in the fourth quarter. Back to a 9-point Louisburg lead with 3 minutes to play. Peterson, nice move to the basket, kicks it out for Davis. Maddie open 3, no good. Rebound tipped around, Kane with it. Kane up the floor to Gaspin on the run out. Lost it, got it back, shot over Fields, missed. And Ginnivan had it, lost it out of bounds off of Louisburg. It'll go back to the Raiders. .240 to play, fourth quarter. Be sure to stay tuned. Between games, we'll hear from Ryan Barcelona and preview that matchup with Louisburg on the boys' side. Sellers, right wing, the right elbow jumper's up and good. Caitlin Sellers with 9, the lead back to 7, 2:25 to play. Melton, quick 3 at the other end, comes up short. Sellers with a rebound. Hands it off for Ginnivan, 2:18 to play. Frontenac over to Peterson, up top for Davis. Good. Maddie Davis for 3. She's got 18, and it's down to a 4-point Louisburg lead. Here come the Raiders, 2:10 to play. They trail 56-52. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBBallCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBBallCamps.com.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Louisburg had the basketball out of the timeout. Maddie Davis with the steal. The rebound tipped out of bounds. Frontenac with it. They get it into Peterson. Her long 3 miss. Gassman up the floor and layup good. Carly Gassman has just killed the Raiders with the runouts on their defensive boards. Frontenac only down 6 as they lose it out of bounds off of Louisburg. Frontenac down 6, 98 seconds to play. There's a deflection and a steal, trying to get it inside to Sellers. Stolen by Buffington. Buffington up the floor. Gets it down in the corner for Belcher. Time to run some clock. It's knocked in the backcourt from Peterson. And Belcher stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Frontenac will have the basketball on a nice hustle play there by the senior Taylor Peterson. 1:15 to play. The Raiders down 2 possessions, 58-52. Maddie Davis set to play it in. Gets it in the corner for Peterson. Peterson lost it, got it back, takes it to the basket, shot missed. And a rebound pulled down by Louisburg and immediately fouled by Frontenac. That one's on Taylor Peterson, and that's 5 on Taylor. Taylor fouls out with 4 points. And Isabel Holtzen will walk to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1 with 1:09 to play, 4th quarter. 1:09 to play, 4th quarter, 58-52. Big free throw here for Holtzen, and she hits it. Isabel Holtzen with 13 points. The lead, 3 possessions now. It's 7, 59-52 Louisburg. Second one in and out, no good. Maddie Davis pulls down the rebound. 1:05 to play, 4th quarter. Frontenac with the basketball, trailing by 7. They get it in the corner for Fields. Up top for Ginnivan. Bria, nice take to the basket, layup good. 5 for Ginnivan. The lead down to 5, 50 seconds to play. And a timeout, Louisburg, with 50.3 remaining. We'll take it with them. 59-54, Louisburg by 5. We're back to Frontenac in 1 minute.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work. Like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Jock Snitch Sporting Goods. For whatever game you play, you play to win with the sports look of today. Train all night, know the score. Get the styles they can't ignore. Do it right
exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Louisburg's ball out of the timeout. Karma Fields fouls Isabel Holtzen. 59-54 Louisburg. First on Karma. 9th team foul on the Raiders. And Holtzen will shoot a 1-and-1, even if she makes them both. Well, she makes them both, so that'll make it a 3-possession game. So the Raiders need a miss. And she connects on the first one. 14 for Holtzen. The lead is 6, 38.3. So there's a problem with the net. There we go. Holtzen will shoot the bonus. And it knocks it down. So 3 out of 4 from the line here down the stretch for Holtzen. It's a 7-point Louisburg lead, 35 seconds remaining. Fields across the timeline. Kicks it over to Ginnivan. Bria for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Belcher. And Belcher's fouled in the backcourt. And that is going to go on Skylar Baker. And that'll put Belcher at the line. She'll shoot 2 now as the Raiders have committed their 10th team foul. First one is up and good. Bailey Belcher with 12. 62-54, Louisburg by 8. Second one, no good. Sellers pulls down the rebound. Up the floor to Ginnivan. Ginnivan is fouled, trying to get it underneath for Skylar Baker, and that'll put Bria at the line. She'll shoot a 1-and-1 as that's the 7th team foul on the Louisburg Wildcats, and foul number 4 on Isabel Holtzen. First one is up and good for Bria. Six points for Bria. 5 of those here in the fourth quarter. Second one is good. And we've got a timeout, 30-second timeout for Coach Harper. 18.5 remaining. We'll go ahead and keep it here. So we'll keep it here. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll have the boys contest coming up between these two. Louisburg and Frontenac, both teams coming in 1-6. Both teams in need of a win. The Raiders got their first Friday night on the road at Prairie View by 19 points over the Prairie View Buffaloes. Frontenac starting a 7-game homestand here. They've got Louisburg tonight, St. Paul on Friday. The Army National Guard Classic next week. Will be at home Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then Galena and Independence, both games at home the week following tourney week. And then they go to Girard. So the next month, the longest road trip is to Girard. Link to the floor pass over the top of the press to Belcher. She'll take it to the basket and lay it in. Bailey Belcher with 14. 8 seconds remaining. Frontenac gets it up the floor to Davis. And Maddie is fouled by Bailey Belcher. And Davis will head to the line to shoot 2 with 4.5 seconds remaining. Frontenac down 64-56. Davis with 18, 15 of those in the first half. First free throw up, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Actually, it was 2 shots. Second one from Maddie, missed. Buffington with a rebound. And that'll do it. 64-56. Louisburg wins by 8. Take a look at our final scoring numbers. Frontenac led by Maddie Davis with 18 points. Karma Fields added 6. 9 from Bria Ginnivan. 4 from Taylor Peterson. 6 from Lauren Harper. Highlight for the Raiders, Caitlin Sellers had a nice game with 7 points. And Jaden Meyer added 4 for Frontenac, for Louisburg. And several girls in double figures. 13 for Bailey Belcher. 12 for Carly Gassman. 10 points for Haley Kane. And they got 15 for Isabel Holtzen, 10 from Buffington, 3 points from Melton off the bench, and 4 from Elise Moore coming in off the bench as well. Have the boys contest between these two coming up. We'll hear from Coach Barcelona. Then back here live to Frontenac High School for the starting lineups and the opening tip. Frontenac Louisburg boys coming up. We'll hear from Coach Vars after this timeout. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of 2 major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
From scoring the winning touchdown to walking in graduation, life is full of wonderful moments, but the best times can come with financial challenges, like paying for college or a room renovation. This is Brian Sutton, Market President of Commerce Bank in Pittsburgh. At Commerce, we make the harder stuff easy. Whatever your challenge is, we want to listen and help find solutions so you can focus on the good stuff, like cheering on your favorite team. Check us out at commercebank.com or follow us on Facebook and Twitter for tips on making the most of life. Commerce Bank, challenge accepted.
Having a confident smile can change everything, and Invisalign makes that decision easy because you can have a stunning smile without most people even knowing you're going through treatment. Saya Smile Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry Barrett has emergency wrecker service for all accidents, 24-hour towing. Been in an accident? Then call the pros. They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing. Customer service first. See them fast in names and numbers.
The human eye blinks about 17,000 times a day, but here's a real eye-opener. Dry eyes can cause irritation, red eyes, and blurred vision. Don't assume your blurry vision means you need new glasses or contacts. The doctors at Canar Eye Care are experienced in diagnosing and treating dry eyes with the newest treatments available. So schedule your eye exam in Pittsburgh or Girard with Canar Eye Care, the clear choice.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5 The Evolution.
Welcome back here to the games. I'm Mike Snow. We visit now with Frontenac Bullies head coach Ryan Barcelona. And Coach, first game of 2018, a road trip, a long one at that, at Prairie View. You picked up your first win. You improved to 1-6 overall. How do you feel like you played on Friday?
I was really pleased with the way we played in the second half. I thought we had a lot of younger guys step up and really play good man-to-man defense and cause some, get in some passing lanes, cause some steals, and get us some easy baskets that really got us going in the second half.
You know how uneasy it is, Coach, to watch a team that playing like they're 9 down instead of 9 up? Is that something that you've addressed in these last couple of days in practice?
It's something we went through last year, and it's one of those deals you work on in the game situations. We just had to start a little bit later this year. You're trying to get other stuff in, and so you're going through in the game situations, and you got younger kids, and I had to call a couple timeouts to let them know that we're up 14, 2.5 minutes left, and there's no shot clock. So the only way they can get the ball back is if we take a bad shot or turnover. And I want them to play hard, and you want to be in attack mode, but you also want to win the game. That's the most important thing. And it's just new guys in rotation and first time, and they're excited about playing. And but you still have to have those teaching moments, coaching moments, and things you can work on in practice. And we've been able to do that the past couple of days.
And you mentioned some young guys, and you get under those bright lights in varsity ball on a Friday night on the road. It was a pretty hostile crowd. The officials kind of blew some calls and made everybody in the gym mad at them at one time or another. Do you think that has a lot to do with it too? Those in the game when the other team's trying to speed you up and bait you into those bad shots?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that mental clock of, I feel like, somebody's pressing you, instead of 10 seconds. I think sometimes younger kids play that they think there's only 3 seconds before you get it across half court, or you only have 1 second to get rid of it. They don't realize, we got timeouts. We can, take your time. And, I tell them all the time, I'd rather just, get a 10-second violation instead of turn the ball over in the backcourt, because that usually is a layup and a stupid foul. So, and like I say, it was a good environment. I mean, that's those small older gyms. It gets real loud, and it was a good atmosphere.
We're talking to Ryan Barcelona here between games as they get set to host Louisburg, coming in both teams 1-6, and it's a situation here with your schedule. To this point, we were laughing before Christmas because you didn't have your home opener until December 19th, which was right when you shut it down, and then you opened up on the road at Prairie View. And now a pretty good stretch here of what I would refer to as like a Cleveland Cavalier homestand. You got Louisburg, St. Paul both at home this week. The Army National Guard Classic coming up next week. Your first game back in league play is at home. In fact, your second game back, so this will be more like a 7-game homestand. How good will this be for your kids to get their legs under them, Coach, and get to play in front of the home crowd?
They're really excited. I know they're excited to play in front of their peers, and their pep club can be there and support the girls and boys team. They're excited about that, not having to make long bus trips and get home late. And I just kind of told them, I felt like the Chicago Bulls, when they always talk about going on that circus trip, they'd be gone for 10, 11 games, and for us to be home for 7 games, and it's going to be really nice considering we've been on the road so much. So it'll be refreshing to be at home once again.
You got Louisburg coming in tonight. They're 1-6 as well. What do you know about them?
There was a team that they made this state tournament last year in 4A1. They had a lot of seniors on that team last year, but there's a couple guys from this year's team that was in that rotation and that we played against last year that gave us some problems. And I feel like, they're in the same boat we are. We're both 1-6. They're playing some bigger schools up around the Kansas City area, and we know it's going to be a tough challenge tonight, and hoping. I think it'll be a real good game for people to come out and see.
And I felt like up at Prairie View on Friday, the big guys were more assertive. Hayden Pyle had a good game on offense. And I thought something that really opened you up was when Brock Ginnivan hit a 3, and that really stretched their defense because now you got to guard the big guy behind the 3-point line.
Yeah, I thought our big guys played real well, and I thought it started just with the defensive end. Their energy was a lot better getting up and down, and they were attacking the basket, which just helps get a kid going when you can see that the ball go through the bucket. And Brock did a good job of facilitating things on Friday night. He came up close to a triple-double on Friday night, and just really pleased with the way he played.
That's Frontenac head basketball coach Ryan Barcelona. We'll take 2 minutes, come back live to Frontenac for tonight's starting lineups and the opening tip-off of the boys contest, Frontenac and Louisburg, coming up.
Community National Bank and Trust believes in our local schools and those who have committed themselves to our children. They would like to reward you with a premium banking product that offers Community National Bank and Trust excellent service coupled with a bounty of free banking products. Teacher's Choice has a checking account with no monthly service charge, unlimited check writing, no fee for cashier's checks, money orders and traveler's checks, and much more. Call or stop by today and visit one of their customer service representatives and find out how easy it is to open a Teacher's Choice account. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons, open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast on names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB. Member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by Crossland Construction. Many Crossland employees played on those fields and were educated in the schools that are thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
If you are injured in an accident or on the job, it is vitally important that you hire the right attorney. Before choosing an attorney, you should make sure they have the resources to fight large corporations or insurance companies. Your attorney should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with the Martindale-Hubbell independent rating system. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases all the way to the Supreme Court. Call the Spigarelli Law Firm today at 877-409-7931 or visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here between games. Frontenac boys, Louisburg boys coming up. Both teams finishing up their warm-up shots. And we are just moments away from tipping off game 2 here of our high school basketball doubleheader between Louisburg and Frontenac. We will have coverage Friday night right here as Frontenac will host St. Paul. Heading into tournament week. Come on the air just before 6 with the girls contest. The boys game to follow for another non-league doubleheader. Frontenac won't start CNC League play, as many teams won't, until after tournament week. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Ty Fanistil, the head coach for Louisburg. And actually, we are going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll take 1 minute, come back with the starting lineups after the national anthem. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert & Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert & Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com.
See their ad, names and numbers.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
More exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here. Just finished up the national anthem. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Louisburg, they're 1-6. First-year head coach Ty Fanistil. His assistants are Drew Harding and Pete Skakel. For them, a 5'9" junior guard, Braden Gage. A 6-foot senior forward, Desmond Doles. A 6-foot senior guard, Justin Sievert. A 6'4" junior forward, Dylan DeShazer. And the 6'4" senior forward, Dalton Riberty. Riberty, DeShazer, Sievert, Doles, and Gage for the Raiders, or for the Wildcats. For the Raiders, Blaine Baldwin, the 6'2" junior. Daniel Watts, 5'10" senior. 6-foot senior, Jake Wilbert. 6'4" senior, Brock Ginnivan. And the 6'2" sophomore, Hayden Pyle. So it's Pyle, Ginnivan, Wilbert, Watts, and Baldwin. Frontenac coached by Ryan Barcelona, assisted by Troy Morris and Jared Pyle. So a long athletic group here from Louisburg. Both teams coming in 1-6. Trying to get some momentum established. Talked with both coaches. You just heard our conversation with Ryan Barcelona. And I had a nice long chat with Ty Fanistil before the game, and they are trying to improve and get better and play for February and March in that Sumstate team. If you remember a year ago, Frontenac went up there and won. Louisburg showed some improvement behind a good senior class and made it to that 4A1 state tournament in Salina. And they were bounced out in the first round, but still quite an accomplishment from a team with double-digit losses a year ago to come together at the right time. Very similar path to what the Raiders had a year ago. Up to the 4A Division II state tournament and had an opening round loss to Wichita Collegiate in a game which they had a double-digit lead at times. Blaine Baldwin set to jump it. And the opening tip is slapped into the backcourt, controlled by Braden Cage, and Louisburg will attack the 1-3-1 zone of Frontenac in the game's first possession. Sievert playing catch in the backcourt with Gage. Gage lobs it inside, pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay right here with the Raiders. And some debris on the court. 16 seconds in, Louisburg will inbound it, baseline right at their own basket. Gage to play it in. He throws it away, stolen by Baldwin. Baldwin up the floor, Euro step, basket good, and he's fouled. And the Raiders have an early 2-0 lead as Baldwin with the steal and the basket. He will try to complete that old-fashioned three-point play. And it is up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Ginnivan got it on the tip from Pyle. Kicks it out for Wilbert. Top of the key for Watts. As Louisburg will defend Frontenac in the man-to-man. Left wing for Baldwin. Right side for Hayden Pyle. Good patience here for Frontenac in their first possession of the ball game, and a moving screen. Going to be whistled on Hayden Pyle. First foul on Pyle. First team foul on the Raiders. Frontenac going to pick him up. Little full court press. Louisburg has it deflected away, almost stolen. The big man lost it, got it back. Nice pass up the floor, shot missed. Gets the own rebound and lays it up and in. That's Dylan DeShazer. We're tied at 2, minute into this one here in the first quarter. Get him across the timeline to Watts. Baseline left for Wilbert. Jake to the basket, layup good. First two for Jake, 4-2 Frontenac. Picking them up, little 1-2-1-1 full court press. They beat it over the top to Doles. Doles, nice pass in transition to Sievert. And Sievert scores the bucket and he's fouled. Was that blocking foul underneath, whistled on Daniel Watts. First on Daniel, second on the team. And Sievert will try for the and one here to give Louisburg their first lead. We're tied at 4. Free throw up, no good. Ginnivan pulls down the rebound. 6:45 to play, first quarter. We're tied at 4. Ginnivan will walk it up against the man-to-man. Left wing for Watts. Daniel, couple of dribbles, kicks it up top for Pyle. Right wing for Ginnivan. Ginnivan gets a ball screen from Pyle. Drives it in, kicks it out. Long three on the way for Wilbert. Halfway down and pops out. Rebound pulled down by Riberty. Riberty, the big man, coast to coast, hands it out off for Doles. Top of the key for Gage. Long three, no good. Riberty got it on the tip. We'll get it back inside for Riberty. Dribbles it out behind the three-point line, hands it off for Gage. Gage holds it near half court. Going to send up a new play here. Doles right wing. Sievert in the backcourt. Left wing for Riberty. Over to DeShazer. Gage drives to the basket. Shot in traffic, missed. Ginnivan with a rebound. We're tied at 4. 5:45 remaining here, first quarter. Hands it off for Wilbert. Jake to the basket. The fadeaway. Good off the glass. Jake attacks the basket. He's got 4 points. If he's able to do that consistently, pretty difficult to stop when he gets in trouble, when he settles for those long threes. Wilbert with a steal. Into the lane, kicks it out for Watts. Daniel for 3, no good. And Riberty clears the board for Louisburg. To Gage. Up the floor to Seibert with the reverse layup as he was a little off balance there. And just kind of flipped him up off the glass and good. Seibert with 4. We're tied at 6. Wilbert to the basket. Some contact. Missed it. Pyle with an offensive rebound. Takes it up. Blocked. And the rebound's controlled by Louisburg. Up the floor to Gage. 4:50 to play, first quarter. Raiders fall asleep on defense, and Doles scores the basket. And he's fouled by Hayden Pyle. And that's number 2 on Pyle. Jake Beckman checks in, along with Peyton Brown, who missed the game Friday with an ankle. First one for Doles. He knocks it down. Desmond Doles with his first three. He cuts it to a three-point lead. A pass deflected away. And stolen by Louisburg. Gage up the floor, lost it on the rebound, out of bounds. And it'll stay right here with Louisburg as Jake Wilbert checks back in and replaces Hayden Pyle. Benjamin Minster checks in for Louisburg. They get it to him on the left wing. Down to Gage in the corner. He'll try a long three over Ginnivan, and he knocks it down. Braden Gage with his first three. 6 straight by Louisburg. They lead 12-6, 4:20 to play first quarter. Wilbert gets it left wing for Brown. Back to Wilbert. Jake, three top of the key, and he got the shooter's bounce. Wilbert with 7 quick ones. 12-9 Louisburg. Gage up the floor and throws it away. Stolen by Ginnivan. Here come the Raiders with numbers. Nice pass to Beckman. Beckman's leaner missed. Rebound pulled down by Baldwin, and he's fouled. Dalton Riberty picks up his first. Second. Team second. And Sievert will check back in. Sievert will replace Riverty, who just picked up his second. Frontenac will inbound it from underneath their own basket. Peyton Brown to play it in. Gets it into Beckman on the right wing. Beckman skips it left side for Ginnivan. Brock dribbles to the left elbow, hands it back up top for Peyton Brown. Frontenac will reset against the man-to-man. 3:44 to play, first quarter. Raiders down 12-9. There's a three on the way for Wilbert, and he knocks it down. Wilbert's got 10, and we're tied at 12 as the Raiders have scored 6 straight. Gage across the half-court line, and he steps on the in-line, or the sideline, out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Frontenac Raiders with 3:29 to play first quarter. Ginnivan will bring it up against the man-to-man with 3:22 remaining. He throws it away. Stolen by Minster. Minster to the basket. Layup is good. First one from Minster. Quick three at the other end by Wilbert. In and out, no good. Rebound tipped around. Doles saves it to Minster. Minster up the floor to Sievert. Sievert hands it off for Gage. 3-minute mark of this first quarter. 14-12 Louisburg. Doles hands it off to Minster. Minster to the basket. Teardrop too strong, and Baldwin clears it for Frontenac. Then he lost it on the dribble to Gage. Right over to Minster. Back to Gage. Gage drives it to the basket. Draws the contact and the foul. And that'll put Gage at the line shooting 2. As Blaine Baldwin picks up his first. First one for Gage, comes up short. .244 to play first quarter, 14-12, Louisburg by 2. Second one on the way for the point guard, Braden Gage, and he hits the second. 4 for Gage. As Madden Rutherford will check in for his first action, and Frontenac will inbound it against the full court 1-3-1 press of Louisburg. They get it to Wilbert. They'll bring it across the timeline, hand it off for Brock Ginnivan. 2:35 and counting, first quarter, 15-12. Louisburg by 3. Right wing for Brown. Peyton gets it in on the block for Ginnivan, draws the double team, kicks it up top for Baldwin. Blaine fakes a 3, drives it to the basket, teardrop too strong, and a whistle and a foul, which will put Baldwin back at the line, shooting 2 as Madden Rutherford whistled for his first. And Baldwin, who's got 2 in the game, 0 of 1 at the foul line, will head back and shoot 2. Frontenac trailing 15-12, 2:22 to play first quarter. First one up, no good. Second one, missed it. And Rutherford clears the board. Louisburg with a ball and a three-point lead as they throw it away. Stolen by Brown, and Brown over to Ginnivan. Ginnivan tries to hit Beckman, and it's over his head out of bounds, and Frontenac will turn it back over to Louisburg. 15-12 Wildcats, 2:12 to play here in this first quarter. Gage will walk it up. Right side for Rutherford. Rutherford gets a ball screen from Doles, dribbles it to the top of the key. Left wing for Gage. Back to Rutherford, top of the key. Couple of dribbles, gets it back to Gage in the corner. Dribbles behind the back, baseline, draws some contact, no foul, and shot missed. Rebound out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll stay right here with Louisburg. So Gage will inbound it for Louisburg under their own basket. Get it into Rutherford, and Rutherford's fouled from behind by Brock Ginnivan. First on Brock. Fifth team foul on the Raiders, and Madden Rutherford will head to the line to shoot two, with Louisburg leading 15-12 with 1:44 to play first quarter. First one up and good. 16-12 Louisburg. They lead by 4. Second one, no good. Ginnivan clears the board. Frontenac trails by 4. 1:40 to play first quarter. Beckman hands it off for Brock. Brock left wing, top of the key for Brown. Right side for Baldwin. Plain drives baseline. In the backcourt for Peyton Brown. 1:25 remaining. Over to Baldwin. Gets a ball screen from Ginnivan. Swings it left wing for Beckman. High post for Brock. Kicks it out for Peyton. Open three, and he knocks it down. Peyton Brown from downtown. 16-15. Lewisburg by a point. Gage has his pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay right here with Lewisburg. Cooper Cleveland, Daniel Watts check in for Frontenac. Parker Parentis will check in for the first time for Lewisburg. 1:08 to play, first quarter, 16-15. Lewisburg by a point. Get it to Gage on the right wing, or Prentice, excuse me. Over to Minster. In the corner for Sievert. Back to Prentice. Now to Doles, top of the key, being pressured in the man-to-man. They get it to Rutherford. Out to Sievert. Open three, and he got it. Justin Sievert with 7. 19-14. Lewisburg by 4. 45 seconds remaining first quarter. Wilbert takes it up, has it stripped and stolen away. Rutherford with it, and then Rutherford throws it away. 36.3 remaining first quarter. Frontenac trailing 19-15. Let's see if Coach Barcelona wants to hold it for the final shot at this first quarter. Trailing by 4, 25 seconds to play first quarter. They get it in the post for Ginnivan. Nice move. Steps through a double team, missed it. Baldwin with the rebound. He can't get it to go. Ginnivan got it, missed it, got it back, and gets it to go. First two for Ginnivan, 19-17. 10 seconds to play. Deflected pass, almost stolen away by Baldwin. Up the floor to Sievert. Left wing, 3, too strong. Rebound by Cleveland, over to Watts. Shot at the buzzers, good if it goes, and it's good. Daniel Watts with a buzzer-beating layup at the end of the first quarter, and that sends us to a 19-all tie at the end of one. We're tied at 19, Frontenac and Lewisburg. We are back here to Frontenac High School in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac basketball to start the second quarter. We're tied at 19. They get it into Ginnivan on the left block. It's Leaner, no good. Baldwin with the offensive rebound. And he steps on the inline out of bounds on that offensive board. And it'll go back to Louisburg as we're on a 76-point pace here. Both teams getting up and down. Gage will walk it up against the Frontenac half-court trap. They get it into Riberty. Riberty kicks it over, left wing jumper, rims out by Cole Vogel, his first action in the game. Baldwin with a rebound. He'll race it up the floor, had it in the lane, then triple team. Basket no good, but a whistle and a foul. And Blaine Baldwin, who's 0 of 3 at the line, will head back to shoot 2 as they whistle that one on. Benjamin Minster, first on Minster. 14 foul, and Baldwin misses another free throw as Noah Brooks checks in and replaces Brock Ginnivan. We're tied at 19, 7:16 remaining first half. Second one, in and out, no good. Baldwin 0 for 5 from the foul line. Up the floor to Minster, cut off by Cooper Cleveland on the right baseline. Skips it over to Vogel. Vogel, nice bounce pass inside. And a whistle and a foul underneath. As the Shazer tried to score, and Hayden Pyle picked up his third. Team sixth, and DeShazer will shoot 2, and the first one up and good. Jake Wilbert, Brock Ginnivan, and Peyton Brown check back in for the Raiders. Second one on the way for DeShazer. Dalton DeShazer, that is, and he hits them both. He's got 4. The lead, 21-19, 7-minute mark here this first half. Wilbert will run the point against the man-to-man. Get in the high post for Ginnivan. Backdoor cut to Brown, kicks it out for Cleveland. Cooper for 3, got it. Big 3 ball there from Coop. Gives Frontenac the lead at 23-22. Or 22-20, excuse me. Gage out for Vogel to Riberty. Jump stop in the lane, got behind the backboard and missed the shot off the side of the backboard. Frontenac by 2. As Ginnivan tried to kick it up to Peyton Brown, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Louisburg, and it'll stay right here. And the officials over at the scores table. The score's right. It was 19 all. DeShazer hit a free throw, and Cooper Cleveland hit a 3. Yeah, it's 22-20. (22-21) as Shazer hit them both. My bad. So Louisburg will inbound, or Frontenac will inbound into their own basket. They get it in to Ginnivan, top of the key. On the right wing for Peyton Brown. And Frontenac will set it up, left wing for Cleveland. Cleveland tried to bounce pass it to Noah Brooks, and it's stolen away by Vogel. Vogel has his pocket picked by Ginnivan. Ginnivan linked to the floor pass to Brown. Brown to the basket, layup good. Peyton Brown with 5. The lead is 3, and there's another steal by Ginnivan. Up the floor to Brown in the corner. He'll try a 3. Got it! 5 straight by Peyton. And we've got a timeout on the floor, 27-21. Frontenac by 6, 5:54 to play in the first half. We've got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
What's the buzz around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Mike Snow back here, 5:50 to play. First half, 27-21. Frontenac by 6. Raiders on a 5-0 run after back-to-back turnovers by Louisburg. Sievert from 15 foot knocks it down. Sievert with 9 points. Frontenac by 4, 27-23. Lob it inside to Brooks, catches it, lays it off the glass, too strong. And Vogel pulls down the board. Up the floor to Sievert. Sievert in the lane, the leaner over Cleveland, too strong. Wilbert had the rebound and then lost it out of bounds as he was fouled by Minster.
That foul was against Benjamin Minster. Back in the game for Wildcats.
Minster whistled for his second. Team fifth as Blaine Baldwin checks back in. And replaces Noah Brooks. Brown will walk it out, 5:10 to play. First half, 27-23. Frontenac with the ball and a 4-point lead. Cleveland tripped and is able to kick it across the lane to Baldwin, over to Brown, left wing for Ginnivan, fakes the three, drives it into the hoop, missed the shot. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Louisburg. I know they'll say off of Frontenac, it'll go to Louisburg. .451 remaining first half, 27-23, Raiders by 4. Sievert dribbles it off his toe, able to save it over in the backcourt to Riberty. Open 3 ball on the way for DeShazer, too strong. Ginnivan with a rebound. Link to the floor, pass to Baldwin. Baldwin to the hoop, layup is good. Baldwin with 4, the lead is 6. 4:25 to play first half. Sievert gets a ball screen, gets it inside to Riberty, working on Ginnivan. Had it deflected away, lost, and picked up by Wilbert. Wilbert up the floor to Brown. Peyton to the basket, layup is good. Peyton Brown heating up. He's got 9, the lead is 8. And Vogel is fouled as he drives it to the basket. And they get Peyton Brown with the block. First on Peyton, 17 foul on the Raiders. And that'll put Vogel at the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. And you'll watch Jake Beckman check in for the Raiders. Braden Gage at the scores table set to check in for Cole Vogel. And the lefty misses the free throw. Rebound tipped around. And Ginnivan will haul it in. 31-23. Frontenac by 8 with the basketball. Midway point of this second quarter. Right side for Beckman. Beckman to the basket. Shot over Riberty's blocked. Ahead to Sievert. Sievert to Doles on the baseline. Doles backs into Baldwin. Swings it back to Sievert. Back to Doles on the left wing. Fakes the 3. Little fade away from 10. Too strong. DeShazer with a rebound and put back is good. DeShazer with 6. The Frontenac lead is 6. 3:30 to play. First half. Wilbert dribbles around Vogel and draws contact and a foul on the floor before the shot. Vogel's first. Team 6th. Minster and Gage check back in for Louisburg, and Frontenac will inbound it. With 3:25 remaining. They get it into Baldwin. Blaine had it poked away from behind. Stolen by Riberty up the floor to Minster. Layup is good off the glass by Benjamin Minster. Minster with 4, the lead down to 4, 3:10 to play in this second quarter. 31-27 Frontenac. Wilbert to the basket, the layup missed. Riberty clears the board. Outlets it to Gage, and Gage traveled. We've got a timeout on the floor. Timeout Frontenac. Raiders by 4, 3 minutes to play second quarter. We are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time by Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program, and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
3 minutes to play, second quarter. 31-27, Raiders by 4. Frontenac with the basketball. Get it to Watts, top of the key for Wilbert. Jenk will try a 3-ball, and he hits it. Nothing but net for Wilbert. His third 3-ball the first half. He's got a game-high 13 points. The Raiders lead 34-27. Their largest of the night here. Left wing for Minster, and he traveled. It'll go back to the Frontenac Raiders. 2:35 to play, second quarter. Ginnivan will walk it up at the point. Right side for Daniel Watts. And away from the ball foul is going to go on Minster. As he gave Brock a forearm shiver there and picked up his third foul. Sievert will check back in and replace him. That was the third on Minster, 17 foul on the Wildcats. And Ginnivan will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. First one up, no good. Raiders have been atrocious tonight from the foul line. Unofficially 0 for 6. And one of them was the front end, and they have a 7-point lead. The Shazer down in the corner for Gage. Gage drives baseline, hands it off for Doles. Doles over on the right wing, kicks it over for Gage. Gage will try a long 3, and he knocks it down. Braden Gage, his second 3-ball. He's got 7. The lead down to 34-30. 1:50 remaining first half. Right side for Watts. Gets a ball screen from Ginnivan. Nice bounce pass from Watts to Brock, and Brock lays it in. 4 for Ginnivan, 36-30 Frontenac. Gage out of control, lost it on the dribble. Beckman with a steal, now he loses it. Doles dives down on the floor, Beckman takes it away from him. And Louisburg will call timeout before the turnover. 1:30 to play first half. 36-30, Frontenac leads. We've got a timeout on the floor. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in 30. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Scoring the winning touchdown
What's
to
the
walking
buzz
graduate.
around Community National Bank and Trust? They're talking mobile banking, instant issue debit cards, rewards checking and credit cards, and let's not forget e-power checking, paying better than CD-like rates on a checking account, plus nationwide ATM fee refunds. Get in on the buzz. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The most of life. Commerce Bank. Challenge accepted.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
90 seconds to play first half, 36-30. Frontenac by 6. Louisburg with the basketball. They get it into Riberty, working on Ginnivan. Goes up and under. Shot missed. Brock will clear the board. Up the floor to Watts. To Wilbert. Back to Ginnivan near half court. Frontenac with a 6-point advantage. to Watts. Top of the key for Blaine Baldwin. Over to Brown. Fading to the left elbow. Swings it back near half court for Brock Ginnivan. Over to Watts now. Daniel will dribble it near half court. Swings it right side for Jake Wilbert. Wilbert around Sievert. Pull up jumper at the foul line, and it's good. Wilbert with 15. The Frontenac leads back to 8 with 40 seconds to play. Prentice running the point. Hands it off for Riberty. Back to Prentice. Inside to DeShazer. He lowers his shoulder into Wilbert. They can whistle him for a charge. First on DeShazer, 8th team foul on Louisburg. And Frontenac will have it. With 33.3 remaining, leading 38-30. Good opportunity with the clock ticking down here in the first half to hold it for the final shot. At the very least, you head into the locker room up 8. 22 seconds. Wilbert over to Watts, almost a backcourt violation. Right wing for Baldwin. Over to Wilbert with 10. No crossover around Sievert. Layup is good, or no good, excuse me, but he's fouled as it hung on the front of the rim. And a blocking foul whistled on Desmond Doles. And Jake Wilbert will head to the line to shoot 2. He's got a game high 15 points and can make this a double-digit lead for Frontenac. Heading into the locker room at halftime. First one up for Jake, and he got it. Frontenac 1 of 7 at the foul line. Cooper Cleveland and Noah Brooks check in. Stay tuned. At halftime, we'll hear from Frontenac AD Paul Colton. He'll join us. We will also take a look at the first half numbers as Wilbert rims that one out. 5 seconds. Sievert up to Doles. Doles guarded 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that'll bring us to halftime. Our score, Frontenac 39, Louisburg 30. We'll step aside for this 3-minute break here at halftime. Come back with a look at the first half numbers, and we'll hear from Frontenac AD Paul Colton talk about the Kansas Army National Guard Tournament coming up here next week at Frontenac High School. Raiders by 9 over Louisburg. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at LaneLordBballCamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have seen tremendous success over the past several years, and they begin their recruiting at these camps, with over 20 former campers being signed. Visit LaneLordBballCamps.com.
I had no idea you did that.
That's what I said when I learned CDL does more than just electrical work, like plumbing, heat and air, security cameras and alarms, generators, solar panels, even signs for my business. CDL really is one company that has a solution for about everything in my home and business. Learn more at cdlsolution.com.
Jock Snitch Sporting Goods. For whatever game you play, you play to win with the sports look of today.
Train all night, know the score. Get the styles they can't ignore. Do it right, go all the way.
You got the sports look of today. Sporting goods from Jock's Niche.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, 4-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour record service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac High School halftime, 39-30. The Raiders lead Louisburg despite a poor free throw shooting, 1 of 8 for the Raiders. They missed their first 6, and then Wilbert, split a pair at the end of the first half. Where you look up, you think if you're 4 for 8, you're up 12, so on and so forth. That's one of those things that comes back to be a pretty close game. And free throw shooting in the first half could be something that we could take a look at. For the Raiders, they're led with a game high 16 points from Jake Wilbert. They got 10 from Peyton Brown off the bench, 4 from Baldwin, 4 from Ginnivan, 3 from Cooper Cleveland, and 2 from Daniel Watts in that first half. For Louisburg, they're led in scoring by Justin Sievert with 9 points, 7 of those in the first quarter. Braden Gage added 7, 6 from DeShazer, 4 from Minster off the bench, 3 from Doles, and a free throw from Madden Rutherford coming in off the bench for the Wildcats. 39-30 our score. Frontenac leads by 9. In the locker room making some adjustments at halftime. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout. Come back with the start of the second half. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with SEK Urgent Care. When you're sick, when you're injured, or when you just don't feel like yourself, SEK Urgent Care is here for you. Let our skilled providers treat your non-life-threatening illness or injury at a fraction of the time and cost of an ER visit. Located at the corner of Centennial and Broadway in the Meadowbrook Commons. Open 7 days a week for your convenience. SEK Urgent Care, where your family and time matter. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Now accepting new clients. At the Pet Care and Surgery Center, Dr. James Clark believes all of our pets deserve kind, humane, and loving treatment. From a simple checkup or rabies vaccination to performing major surgery. Plus, Dr. Clark has boarding, grooming, nutrition, and wellness checkups. Dr. James Clark can provide that loving member of your family with the treatment they deserve. Call 620-308-6454 to set up an appointment or simply visit petcarecenter.org. Pet Care and Surgery, making a difference.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
39-30, Frontenac leads Louisburg at halftime of the boys contest. As I'm joined up here by the AD, Paul Colton, and it's hard to believe that we're, 9 days away from the 5th annual? Is it already the 5th annual?
The 6th or 7th.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been that long.
Yeah. Chad started it, and I can't remember if it was his 2nd or 3rd year.
Wow.
So
the Kansas Army National Guard Classic coming up here in Frontenac next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In fact, the Raiders are on a 7-game homestand, kind of like the Cleveland Cavaliers. And
we work with the NBA a lot on our scheduling.
And another great tournament coming to Southeast Kansas. That if you're a basketball fan and you like to see some different styles from different states here in the Midwest, this is the place to be next week.
Yeah, we have schools coming in from OKC and Bentonville area, Arkansas, Wichita, St. Louis area. So, and Kansas City area. So, you know, we have a wide range of teams coming in from all over. And the really neat thing is one of the schools from Oklahoma City that are coming up is a small 2A school, and they were interested in the tournament because the fact that schools like Blue Springs, William Chrisman, some of the largest schools in the state of Missouri are in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they thought they wanted that competition, needed that competition. They won state last year as a 2A school and returned, I think, 4 of their 5 starters. So
wow,
it'll be interesting to see how they fare against the larger schools.
And you're a basketball guy, a basketball coach many years of your young life, and you know, talk about a little bit the different styles in different class sizes that, you know, like a Frontenac here, 4A Division II. The girls matched up with Blue Springs last year. The boys have played Pacific, some big schools in this. How can that help them moving forward in the season?
Well, I think the schedule helped our boys a ton last year, you know, as far as how they fared in sub-state and you know, the pace of the game is a lot faster when you play the larger schools. You know, smaller schools, you're going to have 1 or 2 athletes maybe every other year, where you play schools that have 1,500, 1,600 kids, you know, they're going to fill the team with, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 athletes. They may not all be great basketball players, but they're going to be athletic. And to play against that on a continual basis really helps out, I think, the kids, you know, as far as the level of play. So for our kids to compete, they have to play at a higher level, and I think that helped us last year, and I think it's going to help them again. You know, we got off to a slow start this year, boys and girls. Girls are doing, you know, 3 and 4. They lost a tough one tonight, but the boys are starting to come around, even though we're 1 and 5, 1 and 6 at the moment. You know, once again, played a very difficult schedule at the start of the season, and if, you know, holds form like it did last year, then they'll come along and it'll benefit them. So,
well, the tournament also features one of the area's best player, the D1 commit, Clay Gaiman from Nevada. In fact, last year in this tournament, his junior season, he went into the 1,000-point club, which is pretty hard to do in a 4-year career.
Yeah,
he's a stud.
He's a pretty talented kid. And, you know, there's Van Leer kid from Pacific, and he and Blake play together on AAU team during the summer, so it'll be interesting to see if they get in a position where they're matched up against each other. I know the Blake's little brother is now a sophomore, and he's contributing quite a bit. I think Nevada may be stronger than they were last year, and they won the tournament last year. But, you know, Pacific, they're coming off a 2-point overtime loss to Hogan Prep at the Rolla tournament, and so Hogan Prep's one of the better teams in the 3A class in Missouri, 4A class, so it, you know, got a couple of real strong teams in the tournament.
As DeShazer fouled, taking it to the basket as Louisburg got the ball to start this second half. He hit the first free throw, 39-31, so we're definitely looking forward to it. It seems like even at the start of the basketball season, Paul, that the tournament's so far away, and here we are just 9 days away, and it seems like we just started basketball season.
Yeah, it comes up really fast, you know, once the season starts, especially, you know, this year with football going so long and having such a successful and great year. It just seems like everything's right on top of you from the get-go, and it's been that way for all the sports. So it's I'm hoping that the boys can continue the success that they'd started in football, and the girls working on the success that, you know, they started in volleyball. So their girls team they're young in volleyball, and you know, even though they have a few seniors, they're still relatively young this year too in basketball. So they play a lot of sophomores, have a couple freshmen on varsity, and, you know, so play a few juniors and a couple seniors, so they're relatively young too. So hopefully this tournament gives them an opportunity, you know, to build on what they're trying to, you know, have at the end of the season, which would be success in the district tournament.
So we're looking forward to that. The Kansas Army National Guard Classic coming up next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Teams from all over the 4-state area as Desmond Doles drives it to the basket, draws a whistle and a foul on Jake Wilbert. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And It's always fun, Paul. You know, it's always good for you and I to hang out at the hospitality room, even though I've been kicked out of there a time or two. That's certainly the highlight of the tournament.
Oh, you know,
me.
you're always welcome back. I think you get kicked out because you won't leave.
yeah, that's true. His Doles misses the first. Raiders by 7. 6:54 to play here in the third quarter.
You know, we need to get past these third quarters. They have been a struggle all year long for us.
I bet we're averaging about 4.5 points a game in the third quarter. And
if that, yeah. Even last week's win against Prairie View on Friday, we struggled in the third quarter. It's just amazing, you know, that we can't put the ball in the basket in the third quarter. So hopefully that changes tonight. I want to thank you for the time, Mike.
No problem. Athletic Director Paul Colton joining us, also Tournament Director for the Kansas Army National Guard Classic, which will come your way next week here at Frontenac. Wilbert with it. Top of the key, lobs it left wing for Brock Ginnivan. Over to Brown, he'll drive baseline, kick it out for Brock. Brock thought about a three for a moment. Now he'll take it to the basket and lay it in for 2. Brock having a good game. He's got 6. Frontenac by 9. Sievert with it up the floor. Shot over Ginnivan at the other end. Little circus shot comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Peyton Brown. Over to Wilbert. Jake to the basket. Shot over Riberty. No good. Gets his own rebound. The layup is up and good on the follow. 18 for Wilbert. Frontenac by 11. 6 minutes to play. Third quarter. 43-32 Raiders. And they're just 1 of 8 from the foul line. The Shays are right wing for Gage. Up top for Sievert. Left wing for Desmond Doles. Doles one dribble, picks it up, clears it back up top for Gage. Right wing for Sievert. 5:40 to play third quarter. 43-32. Raiders by 11, their largest of the night. Sievert down in the corner. Louisburg very patient this possession. Left wing for DeShazer. Right wing for Doles. Couple of dribbles, now backs it behind the three-point line into the lane, almost throws it away as Gage able to save it before it goes out of bounds. 5:14 and counting third quarter. There's a steal. DeShazer has his pocket picked as Aiden Pyle will take it to the basket and draw a whistle and a foul underneath on Dylan DeShazer. Second on DeShazer, and then second team foul this half on the Wildcats, as Minster will check in and replace DeShazer. Watts will check in, and he'll replace Aiden Pyle. 5:08 to play, third quarter. Raiders by 11, and Peyton Brown will inbound it under his own basket. It's at left wing for Wilbert. Over to Watts. Louisburg picking him up in the man-to-man. Right wing for Wilbert. Gets it in the right elbow for Ginnivan. Turnaround jumper, and Brock knocks it down. 8 points for Ginnivan. 45-32. Minster had it, lost it out of bounds. Back to the Raiders. So Frontenac leading by 13. We'll have the basketball back to try to add to it. So Wilbert will bring it up against the man-to-man. Pull up, jumper with his toe on the line, missed it. And Coach Var's not happy about that shot selection. They get it to Riberty, over to Sievert. Sievert's shot missed. Minster with the tip, no good. And then a loose ball goes out of bounds off of Frontenac. Parentis will check in and replace Gage. Prentice will inbound it. Lobs it in for Riberty. Riberty tips it over to Doles. Doles down to Sievert. 10-foot jumper on the baseline. Halfway down and pops out. Brock Ginnivan with a rebound. Up the floor to Watts. Watts with it left wing. Swings it right side for Wilbert. Jake will drive it to the basket. Elevate. And miss the fadeaway. Rebound pulled down by Parentis. Louisburg up the floor as the pass is deflected out of bounds. And Wilbert will Deflected out of bounds. He'll come out of the ball game as Jake Beckman will check in. Doles with it in the corner. 45-32, Raiders by 13. Right side for Riberty, working on Ginnivan. He'll drive it to the basket. Nice ball fake, and he'll score it off the glass for two. Dalton Riberty with his first two. There's a deflection, almost a steal as Doles flipped it or deflected it right into the hands of Daniel Watts. Over to Peyton Brown, 3:15 and counting, third quarter, Raiders by 11. Over to Beckman. Beckman will try a three. It missed. And Perennis clears the board for Louisburg. Link to the floor pass to Doles. Doles, nice catch in traffic. Kicks it out to Sievert. Thought about a three for a moment. Swings it left wing for Perennis. Perennis drives baseline, cut off by Watts. Tried to lob it inside. Nobody there, and it's stolen away by Brown. Peyton Brown to the basket. Missed it. Baldwin with the rebound. Put back is good. 6 for Baldwin. The lead back to 13, 2:45 to play, and we've got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30, or make it, excuse me, it's a minute. We'll take it with them. We're back in 1 minute. Raiders by 13.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, you can earn up to $15 per statement cycle, 10 cents for each swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense Checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB, member FDIC.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we found clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
2:43 remaining, third quarter, Raiders by 13. Louisburg with the basketball out of the timeout. Frontenac will change it up to 1-3-1 zone, try to slow things down. With a 13-point lead with 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Perennis, left wing to Riberty, over to Doles. Back to Perennis in the corner for Rutherford. He traveled, no call, lost it, got it back, and then he's tied up. Alternating possession will go back to Frontenac with 2:22 remaining third quarter. This is the point in the game, up 13. When you're 1-6, you want to run through your offense, heat up a little clock, and get a good shot. No need to rise and fire when you bring the ball up the floor. Ginnivan running the point. Right side for Baldwin. Playing with it, guarded by Doles. Pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay right here with 2:04 to play third quarter. 47-34, Raiders by 13. Ginnivan dribbles between the circles. Right wing for Watts. Watts gets a ball screen from Baldwin, swings it left wing for Cleveland. Down to the baseline for Ginnivan. Brock lost it out of bounds. Oh, nice defensive play there by Cole Vogel to knock it away from Ginnivan. 1:49 remaining third quarter. Raiders by 13. Perennis will run the point, bring it up right to left for Louisburg. 1:40 to play third quarter, 47-34. Perennis right wing, up top for Rutherford. Into Riberty, backs in Ginnivan, kicks it out for Doles behind the arc. He'll rise and fire a long three, in and out, no good. Ginnivan with the board. And he'll pull it down with 1:15 remaining third quarter. Raiders by 13. This is when they need to milk some clock. 1:08 to play, third quarter. Frontenac up 47-34, and Beckman tried to kick it over to Ginnivan, and it hit him in the back and goes out of bounds. As Wilbert will check in. So Frontenac turns it over. Back-to-back turnovers in the final minute of this third quarter, leading by 13. Rutherford with it, left wing, top of the key for Doles. Swings it right side to Perennis. Perennis throws it away, stolen by Ginnivan. Up the floor to Wilbert. Wilbert left wing for Watts. He'll try a three and he'll hit it. Watts with 5, 50-34. Raiders by 16. Perennis throws it away again. It'll go back to Frontenac, and a good opportunity here for the Raiders to hold for the final shot. As Peyton Brown will check in and replace Jake Beckman. Brown will dribble across half court. 18 seconds here in this third quarter. Frontenac with their largest lead of the night at 16 at 50-34. Right wing for Wilbert with 10. Retreats back near half court, swings it over to Watts with 5. Watts drives baseline, shot over Riberty, no good. Rutherford with a rebound, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter, excuse me. Frontenac held Louisburg, outscored them 11-4 in that third quarter, and they take a 16-point lead heading in to the fourth quarter. 50-34 Raiders. We are back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI, Quality Structures Incorporated, specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
For your no-cost consultation, Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
Back to action with Frontenac Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Louisburg basketball to start the fourth quarter. Frontenac with their largest lead of the night, 50-34. Gage picks up his dribble, steps on the sideline out of bounds. And the Wildcats will turn it over for the third straight possession. Frontenac will have it, 7:45 to play. Basketball in a 16-point lead. Left wing for Ginnivan. Over to Hayden Pyle. Pyle kicks it back to the left wing for Peyton Brown. Right side for Wilbert. Jake will drive to the basket. Shot over to Shazer and whistle and a foul. And that'll put Jake at the line shooting 2. As the Shazer picked up his third. 50-34. Frontenac by 16. Wilbert at the line shooting 2. First one up and no good. Jake has a game high 16. He's 1 of 3 at the foul line. 50-34 Raiders, 7:28 remaining. Second one missed. Raiders atrocious, 1 of 10 at the foul line. And they lead by 16. Get it over to Riberty. 15-footer on the left wing is up and good. Dalton Riberty's got 4. Frontenac leading by 14. Then Riberty fouls Wilbert at half court. Rivalry picked up his third, team third. Only 5 fouls called here in the second half. Been more of a slow down half-court game in this second half. Brown left wing for Cooper Cleveland. Drives baseline, kicks it out for Pyle. Hayden will drive it to the basket. The runner with the right hand is up and good. First 2 of the game for Pyle. 52-36, Raiders by 16. DeShazer in the corner, gets a ball screen from Riverty. Dumps it inside to Sievert, and he lays it in. Sievert with 11. 52-38, Frontenac by 14. Wilbert over to Brown. And Peyton dribbles it at the half-court circle. Right side for Jake Wilbert. It's a ball screen for Ginnivan. To the foul line, Wilbert through the defense, missed the layup. Rebound pulled down by Minster. Minster to the basket, missed the layup. Pyle with a rebound. Up the floor to Wilbert. And Jake slows it down. And we'll set it up. Raiders by 14, 6:05 to play, fourth quarter. No need to get in a hurry. Dribbles between the circles. Right side for Peyton Brown. Brown to the left elbow, hands it off for Pyle. Pyle will fire from 16 and knock it down. 4 for Pyle. 54-38. Gage whistled for a travel, and it'll go back to Frontenac. Blaine Baldwin checks back in for Peyton Brown. (54-38), 5:35 to play. Louisburg picking them up, a little three-quarter court pressure. There's a deflection, tracked down by Gage in the corner. And he's found by Cooper Cleveland, trying to gamble for the steal there. And Louisburg will have the basketball, inbound it right in front of the Raider bench. As Beckman will check in and replace Cooper Cleveland. Minster with it, right wing, up top for Riverty. Raiders still pressuring them in the man-to-man. Riverty over to Sievert. He's been their best offensive threat tonight. Now Riverty will try a long three, and he hits it over Ginnivan. Dalton Riverty with 7, the lead down to 13, 54-41, 5 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. Wilbert near half court. Left wing for Beckman. Beckman gets a ball screen from Pyle. Hayden will drive baseline, pull-up jumper over Riverty, hits the side of the backboard. Minster with the rebound. He'll take it up in traffic. Layup is good. Here come the Wildcats, and Varsha's going to call a timeout. 4:36 to play. Fourth quarter, the Raider lead once was 17. It's down to 11. And we are back to Frontenac in 30 seconds. Raiders by 11. This is Raider basketball.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their load safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
Raiders by 11, 4:32 to play, fourth quarter. Beckman hands it off for Wilbert. Jake back near half court. 4:23 and counting here, fourth quarter. Raiders leading 54-43. Wilbert pull-up jumper at the foul line, in and out, no good. Rebound by Gage. Gage up the floor, throws it away. Stolen by Blaine Baldwin. And he's fouled by Gage after the turnover. Braden Gage picked up his second. And Desmond Doles will check in and replace him. Peyton Brown returns to replace Wilbert. And there's a deflection and a steal as Baldwin and Brown collide with each other. Blaine comes out of it with the basketball. Left wing for Ginnivan. Over to Brown to get it down in the corner for Pyle. And Pyle's fouled by Riverty, or DeShazer, I should say. DeShazer picks up his fourth, sixth team foul on Louisburg. Frontenac leading by 11, 3:43 to play. They inbound it to Wilbert. He's fouled by Siebert. And Jake will head to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Frontenac just 1 of 10 at the foul line. Wilbert will head back and shoot a 1 and 1. First one for Jake is up and good. 19 for Wilbert. Second one is good. Wilbert with 20, the lead. The lead is 13 at 56-43. Doles hands it off for Minster. Minster in the lane, forces up a shot over Watts, missed it. Trying to get it back, but Pyle pulls down the rebound. Over to Ginnivan. He'll walk it up, Frontenac slowing things down. The clock is their friend. Pyle to the basket. Will kick it out for Ginnivan. Brock up top for Watts. 3:10 to play. Over to Wilbert. Wilbert, couple of dribbles, picks it up, hands it off for Brown. Over to Ginnivan, left wing for Wilbert. Frontenac doing a really good job playing some keep away here and running the clock. Over to Brown. 2:50 to play. Ran off over 30 seconds on this possession. Still lead 56-43. Frontenac trying to win 2 in a row. Improved to 2-6 on the season with St. Paul coming in town on Friday. Over to Brown, down in the corner for Ginnivan. And Brock is fouled by Riverty with 2:34 to play. And Brock will head to the line to shoot a 1 and 1. Ginnivan with 8. This will be his first attempt from the foul line. First one is up and good. Cole Vogel will check in. 57-43. Frontenac by 14. Second one for Brock, he got it. Ginnivan double figures with 10. Sievert will bring it up, pull up for an open three, no good. Wilbert tips the rebound to himself, tracks it down in the corner. Daniel Watts in the backcourt. Picks up his dribble, hands it off to Wilbert. It's slapped into the backcourt. Jake will cross the timeline, drive it in, kick it out for Ginnivan. Back to Watts, 2:05. Right side to Pyle. Pyle to the basket, kicks it back out to Ginnivan. 1:55 remaining. Frontenac leading 58-43, running some clock. And Watts is fouled by Desmond Doles. And that'll put Daniel at the line shooting a 1 and 1.
This is Daniel Watts. He'll be shooting a 1 and 1.
His first one is up and good. 6 for Watts. Raiders lead at 16. 1:51 remaining, fourth quarter. Second one, good. He's got 7. The lead is 17. Cole Vogel with it in the corner for Louisburg. Over to Sievert. Back to Vogel. Into Doles, working on Wilbert. Turnaround jumper's up and good. Desmond Doles with 5. Louisburg will call a timeout with 98 seconds to play. Raiders by 15. We are back in 1 minute. This is Frontenac Raider basketball.
Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist. Paynes handles all driveline repairs for cars, trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles, and farm equipment. Paynes can also handle any general machine work and offers 24-hour wrecker service. Call Paynes anytime, 231-3170. Paynes Incorporated is located at the intersection of West McKay and Highway 69 Frontenac Junction. Paynes Incorporated in Frontenac is the driveline specialist.
Proud supporter of Frontenac Athletics.
At Lindbergh Pharmacy, we care about your health. From a qualified and caring staff to services like our Time My Meds and MedPack programs, Lindbergh Pharmacy provides personalized service you can count on. Refill prescriptions online at lindberghpharmacy.com or on your smartphone with our free Lindbergh Pharmacy mobile app. You can also sign up for our text alert program and we'll text or email you when your prescription is ready. Can't make it to us? We'll deliver your medications right to your door. Lindbergh Pharmacy, now 2 locations to serve you.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
97 seconds to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac leading 60-45. Break the full court press for Louisburg. Watts need to play keep away here to keep the clock running. They turn it over. Back to Riberty. Riberty in the corner for Cole Vogel for 3. Missed. Peyton Brown with it. He'll bring it up the floor, have it deflected into the backcourt. Ginnivan tracks it down. Over to Wilbert. We approach the final minute of this one. They lead by 15. Wilbert lost it, got it back. Over to Ginnivan with 55. Left wing for Watts. Back to Wilbert. Frontenac just needs to keep moving the ball. Keep that clock running. Wilbert dribbles into the lane with 40 seconds. And Frontenac's going to hold on and win here. 60-45, their lead, 30 seconds to play. Frontenac going to improve to 2-6. With 25 seconds in the corner for Peyton Brown. Brown had it knocked away from him, out of bounds off of Louisburg. It'll stay right here. 21.4 remaining. They lob it into Ginnivan with 18. Over to Pyle, back to Ginnivan. In the backcourt for Watts with 10. Over to Pyle with 5. Pyle throws it away, stolen by Minster. Minster lays it in at the buzzer. And that'll do it. 60-47, Frontenac gets a 13-point victory. They improved to 2-6 on the season. They will host St. Paul here on Friday. You can hear it on 103.5 on air and also watch it on our website, ESPN1007.com. There'll be a link up there also on our Facebook and Twitter. And be sure to subscribe to the ESPN 100.7 Raiders Sports YouTube channel. You'll get notifications when we add events as well as when we go live from games. Appreciate Heath Atkins, our producer-engineer, back at the KWXD studios. Also Austin Souter, our cameraman here at Frontenac High School. The Raiders win it. Split with Louisburg tonight. Boys win 60-47. For Heath Atkins, Austin Souter, I'm Mike Snow saying so long, everybody. Thanks for listening and watching to Frontenac Raider basketball.
Hi, this is Dr. Brent Cousins with